like the start of since 22. And like let's say like a year has passed, and some of the things, even with some of y'all like that have like done stuff on your own, or you've done the program or not done the program, or you have you've been to the room, or you've done something in connection with me somehow, some way. And the cool thing is that like a lot of the stuff that I am able to observe, like from another perspective, like y'all are experiencing some of it in real time. So then what happens, like I'll get an email or a text or a DM or a call, like, hey, so okay, this is what's going down. Okay, so like I'm on this job and yada yada yada, and like they're saying I gotta do this, or I was in rehearsal and like this is what happened, or I'm not sure, like, okay, so what should I do? Like, okay, they saying it's like this, but what does that mean? And so then it gets a little bit more in detail, which is great. Like, this is the stuff that I be wanting to, like, I can share it and tell you, but then until you're actually experiencing it, this is like, I'm talking about business stuff, like rates and like, understanding like certain things that you should be doing, shouldn't be doing. All of this is still in the entrepreneur space. Like, there's no escaping, oh, I'm a dancer, and then you think you're about to just be dancing all the time, and you're not. You literally are like handling business every day. And I feel like the sooner we can all switch to that space and like really approach it in a business space as an entrepreneur, I feel like the better we will be as a community and as professionals. Because now you're like, oh yeah, well I'm a dancer, but I'm also an entrepreneur. Like Serene, like she has a great business on the side. She does her like the Dizzy, like what's the name of your company?
Drippy Glaze.
Drippy Glaze. You know what I'm saying? Like bomb. and some people may not know that she does that, but like that is a whole business. But she still is pursuing her career as a professional in the industry as a dancer. So it's like, okay, well then I need to know about that side too. While I'm in the mix of like, yeah, I'm on this job and I don't know what should I do. Like, okay, they're saying like this is the rate, or ooh, rehearsal starts here. Okay, now what's the difference if we do 4 hours instead of 8 hours? Like, these are literally all these conversations I've been having for the last year, which I love. Like, I'm like, yeah, ask me, because I don't want you to be on this job and you not really knowing what's happening because you're so focused on the dancing that you didn't even realize, like, okay, I need to know the business side too. What am I signing? What are these contracts? Like, what are we doing? So, yeah, I'm in rehearsal, but I'm also still a business. I'm still a brand. I'm still an artist. Like, I'm still all those things. So, I was like, okay, I got to figure out a space to have these conversations that people are asking, and we can all be asking the question together. Like, okay, an example would be, I just got somebody that did the program, hit me and was asking like, hey, should I do this job? It's kind of weird, the relationship. I don't want to ruin the relationship with the choreographer, and the artist is hitting me. And so like some of these stuff, like you just wouldn't know what to do because maybe you've never been in that situation, or you're like, I didn't think that would ever happen to me. So now that I'm in it, what do I do? Or is there even a space that I can even ask these kind of questions without them looking at me crazy? Or is there somebody that can help, or is there a group of people that would like know how to answer this problem, or give me a solution, or let's have a conversation about it? So that if somebody else has the same situation happen to them, they're not going to be like, I don't know what to do. Like, no, you're going to know exactly what we just talked about it. We had a conversation about that last Sunday. So while, yes, you might know everything about dancing on the job, but you don't really know about, certain things that you should or shouldn't be doing, or, you're hearing about certain things. We can go. We're gonna go through I'm gonna talk about everything from auditions to like, just certain things that you can expect to happen while, you are about to go on tour. Like, okay, you booked the tour, great. That means the dancing was awesome. Booked the tour. So the dancing wasn't the issue. Now, let's talk about what's happening. So they're asking you to have this done, this done, this done, this done, like, okay, paperwork stuff, like, are you invoicing? These are questions that I'm getting every other day. Hey, I got an invoice now for this, and this, or, these are the rates. Now, should I do it? Should I not do it? Like, those are like great conversations that I just think we as a community should be having. I mean, you shouldn't be trying to figure this out by yourself, for one, and then for two, how dope would it be if I'm amongst other dancers or entrepreneurs and then it happens to me in 6 months. And I've already listened to a conversation that was had prior to now. And it gives me a little bit more confidence to be able to, like, get into a space. I'm meeting dancers now that they're like going on tour and it's like their second job. Like they haven't even done a whole lot of work, but they're on a tour or they're on a set and it's like a big job and it's like their second job. So imagine all of the things the questions that you might have, and you're working now, like, some people it happens faster, some people it happens longer, but it happens, it's gonna happen. But let's just say it happens faster for you, and now you might be in a space where you're like, I don't even know if can I ask the other dancers? I may not have an agent. What if I don't have an agent? Okay, so then I don't even know if I should ask the choreographer because they're going to look at me crazy because they're thinking they've hired somebody that's seasoned and a professional, and, they're looking at you like, okay, well, here, I need you to be focused in rehearsal. But there's going to be so many other things that you're thinking about or you might have a question about. And so why not find a space that you can feel safe to possibly ask or get your questions answered without even having to ask them. You're like, ooh, okay, so I know to do that. Next time it comes up, if I book this tour and they're asking me to turn in invoices, like, are you familiar with doing that? Do you understand per diem? Like, are we doing invoicing for per diem? I've had questions about, certain things when it comes to auditions. Like, should I or shouldn't I? What should I do? Should I not do this? Should I do this? And some of it's like small questions, but they play a role. They play a pivotal role possibly for you booking a job, right? And then we go into money. We talking about, I am super transparent when it comes to money, when it comes to just knowing like, okay, should I, do this job for this rate, based on what the situation is. This is the budget. Yes, but like maybe it's not what it should be, but it's going to be something else, or this could be a great relationship for me to build. Like building relationships in the industry, like that is a huge, like I can't even stress it enough. That is such a huge role in your journey. The dancing is part of it, yes, the training and all that, but the relationship building is like, to me, the backbone of the industry and having a sustaining career. So while you are building and training and all that, then you need to be building and training in the relationship building. So now I'm like, oh, okay, I got a great relationship with this choreographer, whatever. That's a part of the entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur now, so I gotta go seek the jobs. I gotta go seek the job. That's the part everybody forgets. Like, oh no, I'm seeking work, so I can't afford to ever sit at the crib and not go after the thing that I'm saying I want to do. So that is the entrepreneur side that's in you already. You probably haven't really fully tapped into it because a lot of dancers will think, oh, if I go to class enough, I'm going to eventually book. And that is true to an extent, but to a certain extent, You can like speed that process up by knowing, well, the entrepreneurial side of me has to go after the job too. So if I know there's a certain choreographer, a certain artist, a certain dancer that I'm trying to connect with, then I got to figure out, how do I pursue that, right? So these are things that I'm gonna be talking about in the DancePreneur Collective. Just saying, like, all right, it's strategy. I'm telling y'all, I can tell you ways to get right to the thing that you're trying to do. And it won't always involve going to class. Yes, class, I want you to go train, but it's not going to always be the route. I'm telling y'all, there are dancers now that are about to go on tour that have not done a lot of jobs. And it's really about being strategic, like knowing, like, all right, I want to work with such and such, so let me figure out a way to use my entrepreneurial skills to go get this job. Right? So we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about, okay, now what else can you do outside of your dancing? You definitely have other skills. You definitely have something else that can help facilitate and finance your dream too. So I love to edit, or I love to shoot. I like to do content or BTS, whatever. I've worked as doing BTS. I've gotten paid to go video behind the scenes of a video shoot that I was not dancing in, was not choreographing, nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, I can shoot. I have a camera and I can edit. iMovie. It ain't even nothing fancy out here. I'm like, I don't, nothing crazy. It's like, oh yeah, no, iMovie. I can edit. I can make it look amazing and make some money, because I gotta still figure out other ways to make other income outside of dancing. So once you kind of like wrap your head around, oh, okay, yeah, this thing is bigger than just me doing the 8 counts. I'm gonna kill these 8 counts, but I'm also gonna be out here trying to get to other situations. And luckily for us as dancepreneurs, we have so many skills and like, other skill sets, and we can do a lot. We style, we do hair, we do makeup, we do wardrobe. Oh my God, we do editing, we do photography, we do videography. We do other stuff that it ain't even always in the creative space. It could be in other spaces, but that kind of just gets your mind on thinking, okay, well, what else can y'all do? What else can we do as a collective? Even working with each other in a community, like, okay, services that I can provide or that you can provide, that we can work together on, that we can possibly get a brand deal with by, oh, you shoot? Okay, yeah, I edit. All right, let's collab. Let's come up with something creative. Like, let's really dig into this entrepreneur side, because there's more opportunity and money to be made besides dancing. So yes, while I'm on tour, I'm going to be figuring out how to make another check. Let me go shoot some content for this brand, or let me connect with somebody else, maybe in another city, another studio. Let me go teach. Like, these are the things that I'm literally always thinking about, and I be hoping like dancers are knowing that, there's much more out here for us to go get. And so I was like, okay, I have to create a space so that these are conversations that can be had, to even for y'all to like get some things going. Maybe you've thought about some stuff and you was like, oh, I'm gonna get to it, And I'm the same way. I'm like, like podcasts. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Like, no, you're gonna do it. You got to do it now. Okay, so we're doing it, right? So what's something, we all got it, because if I got it, I know you got it. What's something that you have definitely said, I'm gonna get to it. It's there, and it's just waiting on me to get to it, but I'm gonna get to it. What is that for you? And you don't have to say it now, but whatever that is for you, you gotta like jump in on it. And so if there's a space that we can all be together, where we hold each other accountable, like, hey y'all, okay, this week we said whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, I peeped this and this. We are going to, agree to do this week, or whatever. Whatever, simple. Having that, I feel like, helps. One, it's inspirational, motivating, whatever you need to like push through whatever you're feeling, whatever life is life and whatever you're going through. I think that as a community, especially in the creative space, like we gotta help each other, hold each other up, hold each other accountable, push through together, knowing that, yeah, there's something bigger and better. I can taste it, feel it, like I see it, I'm dreaming about it. I know it's there. Okay, well, yeah, I need to find some folks that's gonna keep me in that space, right? So I was like, okay, well, I know how I felt when I needed that, so I want to make sure that I can at least provide a space that can happen. And then aside from that, there's so many topics that I want to talk about that's dance related and entrepreneur related. Just certain things that we can discuss, in a space that's safe, obviously, but also real. I be wanting, a lot of the dancers that have gone through the program, like I have private conversations with all of them, but then there's also, I'm sure, a lot of dancers that are not necessarily in Kiki Casting community, but like maybe experiencing something in their particular city or state or community, and like, okay, well, hey, this is something that's happening at our studio, or this is something that's happening in my hometown, or how can I, further whatever. Like let's have that conversation, because it's not going to always be about dancing. The dance is like the great part and the beautiful part, and sometimes it's exhausting, it's tiring. Trust me, y'all say y'all be want to go on tour, but then when you start the tour, you're like, whoa. This is a lot. I'm tired. We've been dancing. It's a lot. Yeah, let's talk about that. Because I need you to tell everybody that's in this collective how it's going to be when they're on their tour. And so now I have a support system and a group of other people that can, empathize or like sympathize or tell me, hey, let me tell you, you got it. You should do this, try this, outside of your dance, if it's people that's in the crew and the production or your other dancers, having another space to express whatever's going on, I think is like, it's essential. And I don't expect for all of us to always have it be rainbows and butterflies and, you know what I'm saying? And I just know that that's not realistic. So how dope would it be every week we can have a conversation, we can have a check-in, we can be like, all right, this is going on this week, y'all. So I heard yada, yada, yada. Or and when things happen in real time, y'all know how I am. I'm like, hey, okay, so this just happened. What's going on? How do y'all feel about it? What do you think? How can we approach this differently? How can we make changes? Like, it's a lot happening in our industry. We dealing with the strike, and it's a lot of projects that's just on hold and don't know what's gonna happen. Like all of that uncertainty. Don't feel like you by yourself either. Feeling however you feeling. Like I'm like, yeah, we all need to be as a collective because we are dancers. We are entrepreneurs. That's never going away. If you are saying you are pursuing a career as a dancer, as an actor, as an artist in the creative space, you are essentially working for yourself in some form or fashion. You can still have a job or a 9-to-5, but at the end of the year or the beginning, you're going to get a 1099 from somebody that paid you because you did one gig and it wasn't through you wasn't like a W-2 employee. You literally, they contracted you out, right? So you are an entrepreneur. Like there's no you can brush over it all you want, but that's the real, you're an entrepreneur. And as soon as you like embrace that and like, what I'm saying, own it, like, yeah, I dance, I act, I sing, I draw, I got my clothing company, I do hair and makeup, I do lashes, I do, style, whatever you do. It's in addition to. So we are essentially dancepreneurs. We are absolutely in this game to like, make it happen. So this was something that I have thought about since the summer. So this ain't something I was like, oh, woke up and just decided I wanted to do it. No, and I am very particular about what I decide to pour into, like what I decided I wanted to like create. In addition to what. In addition to what we already got going on, okay, I was like, okay, I'm gonna add another. No, this was something that I was like, oh no, this is like essential. This is something that I don't think any dancer, especially if you've been in contact with me, one-on-one or in a group or whatever, this is essential because there isn't going to be another space that is going to be honest in this part of the journey. To me, honestly, I think everything is going to be, a lot of stuff is going to be surface. And yes, Instagram is great and, I love it. But I also feel like there is this like curtain that's kind of over everybody's eyes. And so I'm super intentional about pulling it back, because if I can help save you some time and, disappointment, or prepare you for whatever is to come, I'm going to do that. So, and also educating in the space of business, because essentially that's what the dance industry is. It is a business. It's fun. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We get to do what we love. It's great. It's amazing. Like, y'all dance. And like, it's amazing. We get to be on set. We get to, go on tour and travel and like work with artists and be on award shows and live festivals and, like commercials and TV and like, it's a dream come true. It is. It really is. It's like, it's awesome, but there is another side. There is another side that we got to talk about. And we cannot be like brushing it under and act like, oh, I'm just going to go take class and it's going to go away. No. You dealt with something in a rehearsal, or you dealt with some type of disappointment. You booked a job and then you got unbooked. Like, okay, how is that for my mental? How do I feel? Is there anybody I can talk to about this? Like, is there a group of folks that's understanding what I'm going through? Yes, there is. Here we are. I'm indecisive about my career choice. I'm not sure how to start. I want to start a business. How do I start that? I've never thought about entrepreneurship. Now I'm thinking about it. Or I've been thinking about entrepreneurship. I just didn't know what to do or how to do it. Like, if you got questions, I can tell y'all so many mistakes I've made as an entrepreneur that I would be like, I have to tell you, do not do this. Do this. I've done stuff over enough times to learn the mistake, and I can correct you before you do it. I'm gonna tell you right now, hey, no, don't do that. Try it this way. This is the site you need to go to do this. These are ideas that you should probably like look at, or I don't know if that's really gonna work. I'm trying to tell you, I done did that before. So there are things that I want to be able to share, but also some of you guys, like your ideas, like I want to hear them, and even if it's something that you've been like afraid to try or pursue because of the fear of not being able to dance, or the fear of it, like, oh my God, you're not a dancer, you're doing this on the side. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go, because all it does is just create this other like idea in your mind that it can only be a certain way if I'm saying I'm dancing. That was like the biggest myth that I had to debunk with a lot of dancers. Like, you don't have to, like, dancing is you're gonna always be a dancer. So whether you decide you want to act, or you decide you want to do this for a minute, you're still a dancer. You still can be successful. You can still do all the things that you want to do as a dancer. So it's no blueprint. It's no like right or wrong way to do it. Like, once you get that out your head and you're like, oh, okay, I'm free to do whatever. Actually, yeah, if I want to fly to LA and work on something that has nothing to do with dance, and then come back to wherever city I am, like I can still do that, you know? And so these are some of the thoughts and some of the things that I see a lot of dancers kind of just, you know, work through. But I just want to, if you don't have a space, I just suggest that you find something that makes you be able to have these type of conversations. You know, I'm doing everything I can to do that, whether it's the room, you know, like that's more on the physical level as far as just experiencing rehearsals and experiencing the actual job, working with the artist. You know, I try to bring some things that I coach into real life so that you can really experience it and not only have the, you know, the thought of, or the whatever I'm coaching on, like all the time you have. No. I'm actually creating for you, because I know I've been telling you, yeah, are you ready for this 8 to 10 hour rehearsal? Are you ready to be on set? Are you ready for whatever? And in your mind, you're ready, and then I'm gonna bring you in the physical, and you're like, oh, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. And so, like, the room is one, obviously, and then just being able to have another space for students that finish the program for Kiki Casting's Platinum Career, but also joining a bigger community of just, hey, I'm not sure, I just got a few questions, or I just want to find a community of like-minded individuals. I want to network, like I want to collab, I want to, you know, find out what some other things that other people are doing that I may not know about or that I might be interested in. Dance is the driving force of it, but it's also being in the entrepreneur mind space of like, okay, I understand now, I am a business. No matter your age, I think age has nothing to do with, once you figure out, oh yeah, I'm a business, I'm in the business, so I am a business. And then thinking bigger, obviously, like wherever you are, that's local. So thinking beyond that, been thinking globally, thinking international. What's something that, you know, maybe I can sell something online, like, you know, is it e-commerce, or do I have something that people will be interested in? Whatever. It's like the sky's the limit, you know? But if you've never thought about it, it's time to start thinking about it. It's time. Or, no, I am a dancer. Okay, great. So now let's really pursue the entrepreneur in you as a professional dancer. So that means every day you are doing something dance related. You are never not a day, like a day cannot go by and you are not doing something dance related, whether it is doing a freestyle at your house, or you're watching something on YouTube researching, or you are, you know, making a contact in a DM to a choreographer, or you are reaching out to a dancer that you really want to know and work with, or you're reaching out to an artist manager, or you are hitting up a producer, a director, a casting director, I don't know, your favorite actor. Like, you're getting your pictures together. We are looking at my reel. We are talking about bios, resumes. What are my pictures and headshots looking like? Okay, I'm planning my like every day. Welcome to entrepreneurship. It's not, and I'm going to class. Yes, going to class, networking with the choreographer and people in class. Awesome. Okay, so see how like it was so many other things I named, even in the dance space by itself. So now it's like I ain't got no time to be talking about I can't get something done. Oh no, every week. Yeah, every week. I'm like, oh, okay, what are we gonna do this week? What are we gonna do this week? Okay, this week I'm working on a brand. Okay, yes. I'm exploring different ways to train this week. Okay, I'm gonna go work on a different dance style this week. Okay, next week I'm going to work on my social media because I am pursuing my dance stuff. Entrepreneur. Yes. It's like there's no escaping it. So I definitely suggest everybody get their own, like, you don't have to start a business per se, but like because you are the business, like you got to start acting like you are a business. Whether you have an LLC or not, it's like, okay, you definitely need to get that anyway. Like, look into getting that And that doesn't have to be you don't have to get a full-fledged business. It can literally be your name, and now you are the business. So then it's like a switch in your mind. Once you do that, you're like, oh shit, I'm a business. Okay, what business am I doing today? Let me see. Who can I connect with? I'm thinking about all of those things because now I'm a business, right? Everybody doesn't have a 9 to 5. Even if you have a 9 to 5, you are still doing this. You are still saying, I'm a business. I made this 9 to 5, but I'm still a business. So now I have to move in that way. Whether I'm on set doing lines and acting, or I'm dancing on tour, or I'm doing awards, I'm a business. Yes. I show up to rehearsal as a business. I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I'm telling you, when you switch and then you're not looked at, which is the biggest issue I think dancers have, we are looked at as children. Not even children. I don't want to say children. We are looked at as, we do this for a hobby. We do this for a hobby, and so, like, your time is not as valuable as, say, the musical director or the background vocalist or whoever. The minute you switch and you're like, I am in this space I'm a business, I'm a brand, this is not a hobby for me. This is my career. I do this, and I also happen to do this. I happen to have a whole other business that's happening. But I do this, yes. So, like, the minute we switch that and we're like, okay, every room you walk in, you are now walking in as a business, as a professional, as not just, yeah, you see me killing it on Instagram, and you see me dancing, but that's what I do. Like, I do that. That's what I do. But I'm also not to be played with. I understand rates. I understand invoicing. I understand deal memos. I understand my resume headshot is together. I understand social media marketing. Like, I know my page is together. I understand all the importance of all of that. And so the quicker you can, like, switch to that space, the quicker you will see certain things start to happen that you may not have seen coming your way, because you are now being introduced into a space where you're going to attract that type of energy or those type of opportunities. It's like, oh, you professional, you always on it, you always, yes. So I need to have those type of jobs all the time. I need to get those type of calls. I need to get those type of emails, DMs, and texts. The minute you give the energy of, I kind of do this kind of for a hobby, I ain't really taking it serious, you're not going to really be getting those they're not going to be hitting you. People in the professional space hit professionals when it comes to, like, money, because they're paying you, and so they don't play with their money. So when they are hitting you, they are in their minds hitting someone that is professional, that's about their business, that understands what they're doing. Yes, you might be a dancer and you're incredible talent, but when you come off as, oh yeah, I just do this for fun, I be like, oh no, and that doesn't mean you can't have fun. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but it just comes off like, are you gonna respect me like I should be getting respected? Are you gonna treat me like a grown man or woman, or an adult? Or even if I'm a teenager, I'm a professional in the industry because I carry myself in a professional manner. Yeah, because I'm a business, and it goes back to how I'm pursuing my career, because I'm an entrepreneur. Like, it don't, there's no escaping it. I have been in this space. I started as a dancer, obviously, and just set out, and that was in like 2000. Yeah, like 2000. It's long, over 20 years ago. But not thinking I was an entrepreneur. I never pursued entrepreneurship. I just wanted to go dance. So but I was serious. You know, I was like focused, and you know what I need, I got to get my stuff done. I was like just, you know, on it. And so not knowing that that's what I was doing until years later, and then I was like, oh, you know, I want to start my own business, yada yada yada. So that spirit was always there because I felt like the dance space provides that for y'all. It's a space for entrepreneurs to really pursue their careers. It's no salaries. There's never going to be a job. Even if you're working on a tour, the tour ends at a certain point. So even if you was, let's say you were making X amount, let's say you're making $2,500 a week for tour, it's going to end at some point. So after that, you know, let's say you do 3 months on tour. It's great. Oh, awesome. $2,500 a week. It's going to end after that 3 month. So now there is no money happening. It may come back again in like a month or so, do another leg, whatever. But like, that's how you understand, like, oh, okay, there's no salary. There's no salary as a dancer. You know, there's no like, unless you like on a cruise or something, you know, obviously it's different variations of that. But if you even production people, like nobody's getting salaries because they're not that type of, it's not that type of industry. So you will always be 1099 independent contractor, self-employed, yada yada yada. Because if you get off that job and then you hop on another one, you know, it's the same thing. So, you know, your goal is to just always find gig. That's the entrepreneur in you. So you're gonna always be searching for a job forever. Like, hey, hitting up directors, hitting up producers. Hey, yes, checking in. Oh, yes, I'm available. You know, it's like that's always gonna be that. So if you get that spirit in you early, like where it's like, you know, I'm like, yeah, I got that. It's that spirit of entrepreneurship in me. Yes, I'm pursuing dance, but now there's other spaces that I probably want to pursue. I'm really passionate about videography now. Like I've been like studying these things on YouTube, and I've had a chance to shadow other directors, yada, yada, yada. So that lane might be even better for me, you know, but the idea is that you are going to always be in that space, which is great. I think it's a blessing. I feel like so many of us, we get caught up in the idea of what a dancer, professional dancer looks like. And I feel like it's changed so much, definitely since I started dancing, but over the last 10 years, you know, there's so much more opportunity to really go after dreams that are big, but then you might have other dreams that come along that you didn't even think about, you know? Like if you like styling and you get a chance to style, like Othan is a great example of that. That's one of my best friends. We danced together like forever, you know, when we were doing like Sierra and Missy, and we, you know, she's a incredible dancer, incredible choreographer, incredible creative director, and she is like a full-fledged wardrobe stylist, like costume stylist with like the biggest when I say the biggest artists, like I mean, from Chris Brown, she's doing Daddy Yankee. She's like, she did all of the dancers that have done, like she did Call the Ray. Like it's a plethora of like artists. Missy, she's done them all, literally done them all as a stylist. Like, you know, and I think that's just a testament to saying, who's to say that my dancing is going to actually be but for so long. But now I've actually stretched my career even further, you know, going into a space that maybe I was, you know, didn't think I could ever do. It's like, oh no, and thriving in it, doing very well. You know, so that's something that you can think long term now. You don't have to feel like what's right in front of you, like that's it. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, in 10 years from now, you know, I want to branch off and, you know, look at this or try this. You don't have to feel like you have to dance forever either. And like, oh my God, if I don't dance, what am I do? If I don't choreograph, what am I do? You know, no. Now we like, hey, let me see what else like I'm good at. We have no options. Like, what else am I good at? What else am I great at? You know, are you a talker? Are you a motivator? Are you somebody that is a great communicator? You know, do you work well with other people? Are you somebody that, you know, like, oh my God, I have some great ideas for certain dancers. I think that they should try this or do this. Like, whatever. It's just so many other things that you can look at now in the mental space of, okay, yes, I'm about to kill this dance thing, but I'm also, in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to be also looking at other stuff while I'm here. I wanted to also just provide a space that is for our mental health. I think definitely over the last year, you know, we've had so many experiences that have happened with dancers, you know, working on jobs. Even when you get jobs, you know, it's like you get it and then you're like, oh my God, I didn't know this was going to be how I would feel. Or, you know, maybe you weren't mentally as prepared as you thought, or, you know, somebody else on the job might have been experiencing something and, you know, you felt like, wow, I wish they could have had a space where they couldn't be able to, like, express how they're feeling, or, you know, dealing with any mental issues or focus on mental health. I wanted to have that for sure, because yes, while dancing is definitely therapy for us, always, I think that's always a great way for us to release and relieve, like, stress or anything. You know, I call it my sanctuary. Just, you know, when the world is going crazy as it is right now, having a space to dance and, like, just escape, I think is like a blessing. But at the same time, you know, sometimes you just need more than that, and to be able to, like, talk through certain things, or, you know, be in a space that you feel like you can express how you might be feeling, or something you can say may help and motivate somebody else that maybe I couldn't, or, you know, make them feel like, okay, I'm not by myself. I'm not alone. I experienced that this weekend. I went to a conference, and it was so many other, like, women, like, entrepreneurs, and so it just felt great to also hear stories of other women entrepreneurs and what they're going through, or things that they overcame, or problems they may have had in their business, and, you know, like, whatever. Like, it was great for me to be able to hear that. And so I know, as a dancer, like, being able to hear someone else tell their story or experience, or, like, give me a word of encouragement or whatever, like, I want you to have that. Like, we gotta do that for each other. And sometimes it's a dance step may not be enough, you know, like, ooh, I needed that word, you know, like, you know, have our own church, have, you know, whatever you want to do, like, just having our own space to just come together. And I don't want it to always be about me talking either. Like, I'm really big on, I want to share, like, mainly every week I'm going to ask you guys to send me. I have a bunch of topics already, but, like, I want to get topics from you, because I want to know, hey, what's something that's happening right now in the community that we want to talk about, or what's something that you think we can discuss. You know, I heard such and such and such and such happen, you know, last week, and I'm just curious, like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, how would you have handled the situation? What do you think is going on? Like, we're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. You know, I think, you know, we got to keep it real so that we know what's really going on. Before there was social media, there was, like, you know, word of mouth. You know, you had to hear about stuff in order to know about it, or you had to, like, oh, I heard, you know, the rehearsal was like do, and they made them whatever. It's like, you know, you had to hear about stuff. Now, you know, y'all have social media, so it's like endless reach, and you know, you have access to a lot of stuff. But I still think that it's important to have a space that, okay, yeah, if something's going on, or, you know, hey, what are your thoughts? Even if it's something that you don't want to discuss, you know, in front of everybody, you can hit me. You can say, hey, Kiki, I got a question, what do you think, yada yada yada. I just want to still have that kind of connection with everybody. And if it's a topic that we definitely think is important for us as a community to discuss, it needs to happen. And I want to provide that type of space. Good, bad, like I said, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, all of it. It's needed. And if you have dancers, we have dancers. A lot of you guys are busy and you're working and you are experiencing things in real time. And like I said, whether you've done the program or not, you still have questions. That's the funny part. Some of the stuff that be happening, and they'll be like, I know we talked about this program, but so what do you think I should do? I mean, like, you know what to do. But sometimes you just want that reassurance. I get it. You're like, hey, just in case, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Is this good? Not good? Like, what's up? And if it's something that we can have as a conversation with everybody, like let's say there's a dancer that, let's say they're on a job and, they sent me this information and this is what the manager said, like this is in real time. This is what the manager said. This is what the agent or this is what, like, these are like problems that we can all solve, and you can actually hear a type of resolve or resolution or an answer, or like, oh, okay, well, shit, if that happened to me, I kind of know how to handle it now. Versus just out here and hoping and wishing and praying that you don't mess up or you do the right thing. Having that uncertainty, it doesn't feel good. And I've had that. And sometimes you just don't be knowing, like, who to ask or who you can trust. That's why we're here. So I'm excited. This will be every Sunday. You can join. And I do have it's a discount, and I'm doing like Black Friday sales and all that kind of stuff that's coming up anyway. But like, it's important that you guys invest into the mental space as well, because some of the physical that you are wanting to happen, it's going to happen when you're in the mental space already. So like, most dancers that end up doing things in the physical, they've already thought about it, prior to, or it just happens faster, or it just like, it's like, oh my God, okay, I didn't know it was going to happen that way. It's because now you're putting yourself in an environment where you can receive and be able to like understand why it's happening, when it's happening. It won't be ever coincidence that certain jobs or certain things pop up. You're like, oh my God, where did this come from? No, it came because we've been talking about it. You was preparing for it. We remember the conversation we had last week? Yeah, here we go. It's happening. We can go down the list, countless dancers where that took place, and it's dope to see, and it's inspiring, and it's also lets you know like you're within reach. So imagine being in a community of dancers where you like, shit, I just was in class with you and now you on tour. I was just in this community with you on this live and now I just saw you on TV. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Yes, we all dream and want to work and everything, but it's also a mental mindset like part that has to happen. There's no skipping over that and you thinking you about to just hop on stage or on TV. It's all right here. And so the more we can do that and like feed that, pour into that space, this is why I'm doing this, as well as just the business side and just getting everybody mentally in a entrepreneurial like mindset, so that when you are at work, which is rehearsal, yeah, that's work, you at work, when you are at work on the set, when you're at work, working on this show, whatever, you can really like take your dancing as a profession that is more than just dance. And it's, yes, it's fun, but it is work, because after 8 hours you like, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. I've been working today. Yeah, I was working today. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about that. Let's have conversations. And let's grow, let's expand, let's stretch, let's like get to the next level that we are saying we want. I like having these type of conversations in space for me as well, because it helps hold me accountable in doing the thing that I said I was going to do. Like I want to start the podcast. I want to do the DancePreneur Collective. Y'all know last summer I was talking about this, so this wasn't something that I just, like I said, woke up into. Like I wanted to name it based on what everybody liked. So we all, like, you guys have named this community. It's DancePreneur Collective. And just, I want to grow it. I want to do something more with it, obviously, with networking. And of course, I'm going to have guests on here as well. Y'all already know. I already got folks that's like, yeah, let's have some conversations. Let's talk about it. I think it's important, and it just helps. To me, it helps your dancing, and it helps you guys feel like, okay, I'm not just dancing for nothing, or I'm not just, getting up and going to go move. Like, no, there's a purpose now behind it. It's bigger than just, the 8 count part. I'm really out here fulfilling my dreams and goals as a professional, and now, my business side is like tapped in a little bit more. I'm looking at myself as a career, businessman or woman, and now, yeah, like I'm like, this is real. I'm tired as hell, but I'm I'm going. Just got out of this 10-hour rehearsal. Yeah, the artist came in and wanted to run the whole show. So yeah, we back at work. But yeah, so before I go, does anybody that's on here want to pop in and say a word of two? And you don't have to turn your camera on, but even if you want to say something, that's fine. Or y'all can come off the mic. Okay, hey. Hi, Nikita. Hey.
I just wanted to say thank you for having this. Like, I was so excited to see the Zoom call, and I didn't want to miss it. I couldn't miss it. So thank you for having this.
Yes.
I'm very, very excited for everything you have coming up. So
yeah, I'm excited too. It's great to be able to reconnect with a lot of you all, and definitely continuing, because it's a never ending journey. So it ain't like it just ends. And I promised all of y'all I was gonna do something where I could have a space, because I know disconnect is not a great thing all the time. It's cool to disconnect and go do your thing and spend that time yourself. And like I said, and this is a collective. It's not like a program where you have to do it for 2 months or 3 months. It's not that. It's literally, I'm gonna have this every week, and you can join at any time. Hey, well, I need this for a month. Okay, I'm tapped in for a month. We'll do it. It'll be every Sunday. From 7:30 to 8:30, and then maybe you're like, okay, cool, I'm good for the month, or shit, no, I'm tapped in for the year, whatever. It's on you. You don't have to feel committed as much as the program is still the program. That is something separate, but this will be specifically for those dancers that are I know everybody's schedules all the time, but you still, just as important as it is for you to go to class, I want to make this a priority for your regiment, to be able to mentally tap into a space that's going to allow the dancing to go to that next level, because your mind has done something else, so when you go into class now, I just feel like it'll be different. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I got to do something. And so it's here now, so I don't want to hear, don't hit me talking about, hey, Kiki, come on into the collective.
yeah, we've been on you about having something.
Yeah, nah. yeah, y'all. Yeah, come on into the collective. It is if you get a 7-day free trial. Okay, so cool. But if you want to join, I am doing a discount rate. It's 20% off, so it's $63 a month. It's minimal, right? Because it's discounted off of the price. But regardless of that, it's not a lot, and I purposely made it affordable. And the idea is that, you need to tap. I need to tap in for about a month, or I need 2 months, or I need 5 months, whatever. Like, because these kind of conversations we having, they are a lifetime. You know, I'm like, I have so many things that I want to share that is happening like in real time. And so each week it's about to be lit. It's about to be lit. And, you know, if you're in here, you're going to know about it. And if you're not, you won't. And so my advice, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Join, because it's more than just dance steps. We talking about everything, all up and down, that is going to get you all the way together. And I promise you, you're going to want to know some of the information that I just think that it's going to help mentally, also just motivating and inspiring as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we all out here, and everybody is all over the country. Everybody's not. This is cross country or overseas. Hey, you guys are welcome to come too. But it's not just Atlanta either. So it's a community that's across the country as well. So I think that that's important, because it's people that I feel like in LA that might be experiencing things that we need to know about if you're in Atlanta, or New York dancers, you know, community up there. I want to know what's happening. Like, what's it like? What's the difference there in comparison to LA, in comparison to Miami? You know, like, I think that's dope to be able to get that kind of insight. Connect to somebody that's in LA, because you need to get out there to audition. Hey, oh my God, I met you in the collective. Can I sleep on your couch? BET Awards. You got a extra room I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, let's network. Let's connect. Yes. So yeah, I promised y'all. So it's here. KK community, it's here. Want to see y'all. Anybody else want to come on?
I just want to say thank you for this so much. It's like timing. Timing is everything.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm in a season of, like, as you know, hitting reset.
Yeah.
Mentally, accountability, and just learning to steward everything that God has been giving to me, so I can give it back.
Yes.
So that's kind of where I'm at. So you were saying, like, this week I'm working on this working on... I was like, she's speaking to me. Like,
yes, okay. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I feel y'all, because it's the same for me. I'm saying it to myself. So yeah, like, fourth quarter, like, y'all know I don't be waiting till the new year now. That's like, we don't play that over here. We don't know what the new year is over here. So if you in the collective, we don't do the new year thing. We're like, it's already new year. You know what I'm saying? It's happening November 5th, whatever your new year is. I don't care. But we like, yeah, we're not waiting on January. Absolutely not. Okay. Hey, Chanel. I know you're about to get on.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hey. You know I'm ready, girl. And just to piggyback off what everyone was saying and what you were saying, just thank you so much. And honestly, even just from, like, with the strike and everything, and just trying to, like, stay focused and trying to, like, still be creative and not be down. So this will definitely be helpful, because I have so many ideas that are, like, spewing.
Yes.
Like, just trying to bust out, and I'm just, like, trying to, I don't know, like, I'm not going to say contain it, but just trying to, like, still not be all over the place with my thoughts. So it's just, I'm just ready, honestly. And so that way, when the strike is lifted, or whatever the case may be, that I have so many different avenues. Because honestly, I'm so tired of, like, working for the man. Like, I just want to, like, God forbid, if strike never happens, never lift, that I have at least different avenues that I can venture out. Like, when you said styling, like, I love styling. Like, I do, like, wardrobe for some shows.
Yes.
Like, so it's like, just for different things. I'm just ready to just, like, make my own opportunities and stop waiting for other people to give me that okay or give me that validation. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm ready.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Let's get it.
Yes. That's so dope. Like, when you, I'm telling you, ooh, I get chills when I think about it. When you say certain things, it's like, you just spoke it. Just like that, right? And you just don't know, like, who's hearing it or how me saying it is going to get into some space where all of a sudden I'm getting an email or DM or text like, hey, any style, how y'all get the thing, stylist, is there a stylist in Atlanta or whatever city, or, like, hey, refer me, can somebody tag and stuff, like all the time. And it'll be that type of thing that'll start to like show up and you like, that's crazy. Like, I wasn't even thinking about, and now here it is. So, and who's to say what that looks like? You know what I'm saying? That might be a whole cute situation that you wasn't even like really thinking about or putting energy towards because of what it was, or you're like, oh no, I ain't gonna, and still doing what you want to do, like still doing the dance. Let me tell you, this strike, the thing about the strike, what it did was reaffirm and confirm what I was always thinking or preaching. It's like, yeah, I can't depend on nobody but myself. Can't depend on nobody. You can't. You like, so when you say that to yourself, like, I can't depend on nobody. Even the people with all of the money, the studios, like there isn't. There's some TV stuff happening and film stuff happening, but essentially there's a strike. So when you realize like, oh yeah, there's nothing happening. So how do I make sure that I can always depend on myself? Because I really have to create my own opportunities. I really have to like get creative. I really got whatever, right? So, but that's okay because you're going to be built for it. You like, I mean, yeah, I already know what it's like when they go on strike. I already know, we saw COVID happen. So we know when the artists done shut down, ain't no touring. Everything is closed. Like we know what that feels like, and we shift and adapt. So like I said, the beautiful part about what we do as creatives and dancers and entrepreneurs is like we are creative. That's literally what we do. We create stuff. We create shit. We create amazing things. We create opportunity. Meanwhile, a lot of people don't. They're like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, we do that for a second, but then we start figuring it out. And so you just speaking that, I think is powerful. Just saying, yeah, like I like styling actually. Like I'm really good at it. And, oh yeah, let me find an opportunity where I can showcase that side and that skill. I just so happen to dance too now. If y'all need a dancer, yeah, I can style the shoot and dance. Ooh, 2 checks. 2 checks. I need it. Cut it. I need it. Yes. What is your rate? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your rate? Oh yeah, I'll take yeah. Well, our budget is okay. Cool. We'll make it work. They were gonna pay somebody else, so why not you get the check? Why not you get the check? You know what? Yeah, I got all the exercises. Like, I already know what they wear. Like I got a situation over at this show. I'm telling you, like that's how it be. Everything is not how it looks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't so. They be trying to get that shit together too. Like, somebody that can style? Yes. That's it. Somebody that can do hair? Yep. Somebody can. Oh my God! Somebody that can braid? I'll be hitting up all my friends that do hair, makeup, and style. If I have an artist and I just like, yeah, such and such do hair, such and such do makeup, such and such style. Check. And they handle it with their artists. So welcome, girl. I'm telling you. Yo, yeah, I'm telling y'all, we will be, if we really like put all of our creative forces and energy together, do y'all understand how crazy that would be? Like, we are a community that does everything within the community. Somebody in this community does. I can't do everything. I ain't trying to do it. I don't want to do everything. I never, like, if somebody wants somebody else to do, I was like, that ain't my lane. Get somebody else to do that. That's not my lane. I don't style. I don't do hair. I don't do makeup. Like, that's not my lane. And so I would love to be able to, give that to somebody that can really do it, that really wants to do it, and give them opportunity. So, yep. You just spoke it. Anybody else before we leave? I'll try.
Sorry.
Hey. Hey, Keish.
I want to go if, I don't know who was that. But, I just got back to Atlanta from a 2-week booking. It was in theater, like a play for
Yes.
Purple. The management, like the money part, I even found myself like screenshotting and stuff from like the Kiki's thing. Like the per diem was only $20 a day, which wasn't good. And that's why I told them, I'm like, it should be like at least 35 for the morning and 35 for the night. And so they basically came back with, well, everything was already set before. So I'm like, okay, cool, but this is what the industry standard is. And then because the money was cool, I had a massage therapist come down and we, did business on side of like the play because I still needed money to kid and everything else that had going on.
Yeah.
So just wanted to say I think this is lit, Kiki. I love what you're doing. Always gonna support it. Because people's not giving out that information, they always try to make you feel like you gotta be boxed in and only do one thing, and if you step outside this box, then you can't be with us type thing. It's like, it's cool. I don't want to be there if y'all gonna box me in. So yes, congratulations on all your success, and I'm happy to be a small part of it all.
Yes. Okay, massage that girl. Oh my God. I'm just like, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna get everybody massages. And I'm gonna get another check. Yo, I mean, it's so many other things that's like I can't even think of right now, but that's just another one. Bria, who is really good friend of mine, she does vegan food. Oh my God, it's so good, y'all. If you follow me, you definitely seen Love Lingo. But like just her, I was like, Bria, this is so good. Like, just so good for the community. Like, just being able to have a space where you can actually order healthy food. If you have not tried, I think it's open now. She launched her business, Love Lingo. But it's so great because I'm like, it's healthy food, it's vegan. I was like, you can change over so many dancers, or just dancers, but so many people to eat healthy, and like having that as an option, and now understanding like, yeah, I don't have to eat bad, and yes, she's still choreographer, creative director, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't change. But I'm over here too. I have a full-fledged business that does well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a loyal customer, okay? Artrell cuts hair. Yes, cuts hair and killing the game. And I'm gonna give you these steps and smash them too. So now you can see like the dynamic that maybe 20 years ago that was never an option. I was never going to LA talking about I'm trying to do something on the side of dancing and not feel like I'm not going to be taken seriously. That wasn't an option. It's like the times have changed. We are in a different day, different era, new generation. The sooner we all tap in and understand the opportunities that are there outside of, in addition to us pursuing careers as professionals, like it's there. So I'm excited for this. Did anybody else want to come on? I promise I wouldn't be going over. Unlike I mean, it'll happen some night, so we'll see.
Well, like everybody else, Kiki, I just want to say thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
And even though I'm on behind the scenes with it all, I feel like I can learn a lot.
No, this is gonna be even better for you.
Clients.
This is gonna be even better for you because I'm about to get into the agent side too now. I'm gonna give you the game and the tea on that as well. And it's really for not just you, but for everybody, dancers too. Just like learning the business, because that's really what you're doing. You're learning the business of agenting and being an agent, and also just like all of the things, the ins and outs of that. Like, we all need to know. It's not. So yeah, I got you. It's gonna be even greater.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Well, it's so great to see everybody. I'm so excited. This would be really good. I think, again, every week once you're in the community, you'll get emails from me. It's going to be through Teachable. And then also I'll be able to like upload videos as well. Like if something's happening, like, and I want to just send a message to everybody, I'm going to do it through the app and not like email. So the link for the Zooms will be there for you all once you join into the community. And like I said, I'll resend out how to sign up, the information for that. But if you sign up, you can get 20% discount, or you can do like a 7-day trial that's free. So, but again, it's super affordable. So I wanted to make it where we can all, you can commit a month, 2 months, however long you want, for a year. I'm doing this every Sunday. So, there's so much to discuss and grow and just kind of stretch in, and everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, it's time to take it to another level. We are entering the new chapter. So thank y'all for coming in. Thank you guys, whoever's on the live, if you were able to catch it tonight. But this will be every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. My goal is to I don't plan to like change and adjust. If there's things happening, like let's say if I'm on a set or something that's like pertaining to the collective and I can do it remotely somewhere, my goal is to kind of like do that too. So, and then I definitely will be bringing in guests. And then, we want to have relationship conversations, personal and business. I think that's important that we discuss. And then just like thinking about some of your career paths. If some of you guys are thinking about going into entrepreneurship and you're not sure, like we can have those conversations as well. So yay. So this was the day 1 of DancePreneur Collective. And please spread this, share this. I want as many people as possible just to be in the community. And then, obviously, if you in Atlanta, please come shoot. Like, I need y'all to come shoot content. I just need y'all in the space, create as much as possible. And definitely just spread the info, share it, let people know that there is another space for you guys, to kind of just come together and we just have conversations on the mental aspect as well. And then the physical, obviously, I think the room, I'll probably do another room in December. Just waiting on confirmation for that. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you guys have an amazing night and have a great week.
Thank you.
Hopefully this is the kickoff. I love you. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bye, you guys.